Hello, hello. How are you? Welcome, welcome. All right. So, thank you for joining me. If you're here live, if you're watching on the recording, hello. Today, we're going to be talking about, but we're talking about, yes, you are a language person. So, a bit of a pep talk. If you've ever felt like, you're not a language person, whatever that might mean, we're kind of pick into that a little bit. And yeah, just kind of share with you as well how language life can help with, if that's where you're at, if that's what you feel, then yeah, we're going to talk about it all. So, first up, then, hello. If you don't know me, my name is Lindsay. I am a language learning expert, passionate about helping you learn languages better. And in this video series, all week this week, I'm going to be going live to just kind of dig into either some common questions I get about language life or some of the common things that people really feel held back on when it comes to language learning. And today, that is the language personness of it all. And just a little sort of starter point. Language Life is open right now with a really good bonus. Language Life is my program that helps you learn languages better your way. This is not like a prescriptive one size fits all kind of method or system. Instead, you are put very much at the center of everything to make sure that we're building routines, we're picking activities, we're doing all the right thing that suit you, that fit into your life right now as it is, and you'll be able to stick with it long term. So if you want to learn more, if you want to get started, you can visit lindsaydoeslanguages.com/LL to do so. All right, then, let's talk about the language person myth. So the first thing that I think is always really important to mention here is that the majority of the world is actually multilingual. Monolingual is not the norm. And that alone, if you've been thinking like, oh yeah, I'm just not skilled. I don't have that gift, that talent to learn this language fast or well, or whatever the little kind of niggle about it might be for you. Monolingual is not the norm. Multilingual is, or at least bilingual, right? Which still counts as multilingualism. So if that many people can learn a language, then why would you talk yourself down into assuming that you can't? Why do you think that you are like like less than the majority of the world? No, absolutely not. You have that ability, and you have the ability to gain the skills to do this thing better. So everyone is a language person. That's where I stand on this. Absolutely everyone is a language person. Sure, talent exists, right? Like with everything in this world, like you could be really good at a certain type of sport. You could be really good at, I don't know, singing or a musical instrument. You could be really good at learning languages and have this like understanding that just clicks things into place in your brain. That could be language talent that you have or you don't have, but it is not the be all and end all. So if you do or don't have that click talent, doesn't matter, right? Because there are so many people that will have that talent, that will have that knack, if you like, for learning languages, but aren't using it, right? They're just carrying on living their life, doing their thing, and they're not showing up and doing the thing and putting in the hard work. So talent alone is not going to get you to fluent. What matters more is grit. It's the determination to show up, to do the thing, to be staying in when it gets hard, to keep showing up, to keep doing it when you're not sure if you're actually making progress. That is what matters more than talent. It's grit. It's the determination to do the thing. So when we think about it that way, it's really easy to see that actually you don't need to be a language person. It doesn't matter, because what we're talking about instead is about this idea of you being able to continuously show up, to want to do the thing, right? To want to do it versus to think, oh yeah, I'm just gifted, it's going to be really easy. It's much more valuable. So the other thing, if you think, oh, I'm not a language person, it might be that you think, yeah, I kind of like languages, or I'm learning French or Japanese or Spanish, whatever it might be. I'm doing it, but it's not like my life. You want other interests, other projects, other priorities. You've got other things going on. So you might think, well, I'm not a language person. And therefore, something like language life, you might think it's not for me because I'm not that person. It's not my life. Well, the word life in language life is about the ability to learn any language for life. It does not mean that you have to have your entire life be languages or 24/7, all day, every day, right? It's not about that. I love learning languages. It is a big part of my life, personally, for me. But I also love other things. I love travel. I love running. I love learning new skills in like all sorts of different areas. Like there's other stuff that I enjoy. So languages are part of my life, but they're not my life. And that I think is also really important when it comes to the sort of language personness of it all, is that you don't sort of mistake the idea of thinking, oh, well, I can't join language life because I'm not obsessed with languages. No, no. I want you to have other interests. I want you to be obsessed with other things as well. Like that's how we're going to make this easy for you. Because, one of the questions I often ask people when you join language life, I'm going to ask you, what are your other interests? What other things do you like in this world? Because that's going to help me to personalize our whole experience together. So, when you say, oh, I'm just looking for like a new podcast or a new something to listen to, I'm not getting enough listening practice. We know where we can go. We can look down that route of your interests and find something that you're going to be more interested in. It's not a default one size fits all. Everybody that's learning, German needs to listen to this podcast. And if you're learning French, you have to listen to this podcast. And if you're learning Spanish, you've got to read this book. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. It needs to be personalized to you. And so I want you to have other interests. I want languages not to be your life, right? So the life in language life is all about you being able to get that ability to learn any language as and when you need, like on demand. And you have that then for life, long after we've worked together. And I think this is really cool as well, in that, we're going to be working together for 12 months in this program. This is a 12-month long program, but the impact and the results that you get last way beyond the 12 months. This isn't just like a flash in the pan. Okay, and now you're done and things go back to the way they were. Absolutely not. I want you to be able to gain the skills to do the things that, like, to play the role that I'm playing for yourself, essentially, right? So like the support that I'm giving you, by the end of the 12 months together, you'll have the skills to be able to do that for yourself, to be able to, like, your monthly review, for example, you'll be able to then do that for yourself at the end of each month. You don't need me to come in. You'll be able to say, okay, how did things feel this month? What went well, what didn't go well, da, 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 da. Ask yourself those questions that you will have got so used to from our time together, and then figure out the answers for yourself. And a big part of it is that you'll be able to trust your language gut. You'll be able to understand, okay, that is the right decision, versus I think I need to do that. Is that right? Is that okay? And again, all of that comes back to feeling that you are or are not a language person, right? So when we're able to kind of put that to one side and recognize, you know what, I may not have like the talent, but I do have the conviction and the determination and the confidence in myself to feel like, you know what, yeah, I'm a language person. This is part of me. It's not the whole me, but it is a part of me, and I get it, and I can do this, and I can do other things, and I can do it confidently. I can do this without needing to like constantly check and assume that someone else has the right answer. Like I can trust in myself and know that, yeah, this is right. I'm going in the right direction. And so that's really what, you will gain from us working together in language life right now until, in fact, a week today. So the 14th of October at midnight PT, the bonus is going to expire. So there's a bonus available right now when you join. You get 2 one-on-one VIP half days. Let me tell you what this is and how this works. This is so good. So when you join, you will get these 2 VIP days. I recommend that you book one as soon as you can right away, because this is going to be a really good start point for you. This is 3 hours of me and you, and it's me. It's not another coach. It's no one else. It's me. This is 3 hours of us together on Zoom, which sounds like, oh my God, that's such a long time, but it's not. Believe me, it will fly by. We're going to get so much done in that 3 hours that you'll be like, oh, I don't need the rest of the program. I have everything from these 3 hours, right? So we've got that bonus VIP day to start you off on the right foot, to get you familiar with the whole program so you understand how everything's going to work. And then you have this second one in your back pocket, ready to go as and when you need it. So you'll be able to just decide, oh, you know what? This has been a really busy, crazy, tough month. I just want some extra input on how I should be able to do this. Book it in with me, and we can go through that second day when you need it, right? But you have it there ready to go as and when. But that bonus of those 2 VIP half days only available until next week, the 14th of the 10th at midnight PT. If you do want to learn more, if you want to join, it's lindsaydoeslanguages.com/LL. And I really look forward to working with you, to seeing you on the inside. It's going to be so, so fun. There's so much that we'll do together. And yeah, I'll speak to you very soon. All right. Thank you. Bye.